You're listening to The Locker Room on Pirate Radio 1250 and 930. The Kings of the AM Dial.
I want you to put your hands together and welcome him to the stage. Big round of applause.
Now, back to the show.
Yes, sir. DJ B-Pays hooking me up with a new track for The Locker Room for 2013 and beyond. Clip Rock here, Steve and I go alongside, and it's time to talk to the man of the hour, live from New Orleans, reporting at Super Bowl 47. He is Donnie Jaws, Don Jaworski, bitter brother of Ron Jaworski. Don, how's everything going down there in the Big Easy?
Hey, Clip, how's it going, buddy? It's been fun. It's been fun. I sure miss Lackawanna and traveling in my van around Greenville, but you know, DSPN represented me to come down here for the Super Bowl, and I'm enjoying myself.
I understand, Don, you weren't able to get into Media Day. I know that was a big bummer for you, but have you been able to do any interviews with anyone down there, any celebrities, any players on the streets of New Orleans?
Well, actually, Clip, I got in a fight last night. I got in a fight with Phil Clark and his brother Will Clark. We were arguing over who was the better National League first baseman in the 90s, and then one thing led to another. We got kicked out.
You got in a fight with Will Clark's brother?
That's right. Will Neuscher Clark's brother's Phil Clark.
All right. Interesting.
I don't know what he's down here.
I don't either.
Advertising tobacco. I don't know. I don't know. The guy's he's a jerk.
Yeah. And Will Clark seemed like a jerk, too, so I could see that for sure. Don,
I have ran into Mark Paul Gosselaar he's represented for Franklin and Bash. Ran into him.
Big fan.
Zach Attack.
Yeah, big fan of Zach Morris. I'm a big fan of Franklin and Bash, actually. Is that still on? I guess it still comes on. Don?
I don't know what he told me. I thought it was a movie.
You thought it was? Oh, you're not familiar with the show. All right. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I have a little segue for you. How about one of the coaches involved in the Super Bowl was on an episode of Saved by the Bell, Jim Harbaugh.
That's right, Jim Harbaugh. He was on the new class.
Yeah. That brings me to this. I said, Don, you got one assignment from Pirate Radio. Hook me up an interview with a Harbaugh brother, and I understand you've got one for us. Is that right?
That's right, Clip. I was hoping on Media Day to get a shot with either Jim or John, the respective coaches for the team that's playing in the Super Bowl, and then I went the route to the parents with Jack and Jackie Harbaugh, and still no dice with that. But I got something even special. I got the third Harbaugh brother, Joe.
The third
Harbaugh.
The third Harbaugh brother, Joe Harbaugh. And Don, you gave me that number. We're going to go ahead and dial him up right now and talk to Joe and find out his story. So looking forward to that. We'll go ahead and give him a call right now.
Hello?
Hello, is this Joe?
Yeah, it's Joe. Who's asking?
Joe, this is Clip Rock from Pirate Radio. Steve and I go here in the studio as well. And Don Jaworski on the line. He helped set this interview up.
Hey,
how's it hanging? How's it swinging, Big J?
Hey, it's going all right, man. It's going all right. We missed you down here in New Orleans.
Oh, man, I'd love to be there, man. But, Jack and Jackie left me up in Milwaukee, basement style, Got my Xbox Live, got my Falcon Julio Jones down here, kicking it, lots of pizza, lots of lo-mein noodles. So I'm doing big things up here, Don. Thanks, though.
So, guys, yeah, first of all, thank you, Don, for hooking this up. Thank you, Joe, for agreeing to come on the show. Wanted to get a Harbaugh brother. And, Joe, I guess you live at home there in the basement of Jack and Jackie's?
Yeah, Jack and Jackie let me move into their basement about 25 years ago to the day, actually. It's tough living in your parents' basement when you got a couple of successful older brothers like my Harbros. But like I said, man, I make it work. Xbox 5. What else can you say?
Don, you have a rocky relationship with your brother Ron, as we've well documented here on the show. How's your relationship, Joe, with John and Jim?
Actually, Clip, I'm glad you asked that. I'm sure lots of people, know about me living here in the basement at my parents' house and probably think I have some, evil vendetta for Johnny and Jimbo. But actually, man, we're pretty good Harbros. We're on a different page. They were obviously into football, one going to Michigan, one going to Miami of Ohio. Me, on the other hand, I went to Ann Arbor Community College. I played varsity lawn darts with a little bit of ultimate frisbee on the side. So our relationship wasn't as eye to eye as some would think. But other than that, we have a pretty straightforward, good brotherly relationship. My dad, on the other hand, God, I hate that Jack Harbaugh. He's always coming down on me. I think it's the basement thing. I'm not really sure. But brother's good, Jack not so much.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. He's always telling me stupid things like, Joe, cut your hair, or Joe, change your sweatpants, or Joe, you can't wear a robe to church. No. And I'm like, Dad, I heard that last week. Get over yourself.
All right, if you're just tuning in, Joe Harbaugh is joining us live from Milwaukee from his parents' basement. Clip Rock, Steve Igo in studio, Don Jaworski on the line, and Joe Harbaugh as well. Let's see. Who are you pulling for in this game, Joe? You pulling for Brother John, Brother Jim? What's your take?
Honestly, man, I guess I'm going for the Ravens. No particular reason other than I like birds. I can't pull in one direction for either brother, but I dig birds.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Ravens.
Well,
you think it's the Falcons and Ravens?
Good point.
Well, if it was the Falcons and the Ravens, I would definitely go with the Falcons. I don't know if you heard earlier, but I mentioned Julio Jones is down here in the Reds basement with me. He is an actual Falcon, and not like of the team. He is a bird, a Falcon named Julio Jones.
So you have a pet falcon named Julio Jones?
Oh, absolutely. I'm actually an amateur falconer. I do a little falconing on the weekends. The bills don't stop, guys. The bills always come in, so I got to make ends meet somehow. So, I do falconing gigs, birthdays, bar mitzvahs, random keggers. Mostly I do a lot of my falconing at my buddy Al's backyard.
Okay.
Al Dente. He's a riot.
All right. Joe, you got any plans for Super Bowl Sunday? Obviously, you didn't go to New Orleans with your folks, so what are you going to do?
No. Well, the whole Jack left me about $250. So what I'm really trying to do, guys, is have a huge throwdown rager February the 3rd, Super Bowl Sunday. Do you guys know anybody who's going to be in the area? 3438 Munson Avenue. There's going to be liquor luges, kegs, bottle rockets, Roman candles, midgets wearing overalls, babies riding dogs, alpacas. Don't forget me, Julio Jones, and Al Dente doing our Falcon thing. It's going to be epic. Good time. Donnie, if you're going to be there, you should definitely come, man.
Yeah, I lost my Super Bowl ticket on the bet the other night, so I got to watch it somewhere.
Hey, man, I got a place on the pull-out couch right here for you, buddy.
Sounds good, buddy.
You guys sound like, you know what? I think Don, he needs a brother. Could he be the fourth Harbaugh, Joe?
Oh, man. We could, for a while, Joni there was trying to get Tom into our little Harbaugh mix. Tom Crean, as you guys might know, is married to Joni, my sister, but, I would gladly trade out Tom Crean for a Don Jaworski any day of the week.
I appreciate that, Joe.
You got it.
Steven, any questions?
Man, all I need to know is Julie Colbert or any of these people expected at this party?
Julie Colbert, honestly, I haven't gotten a response for the Evite that I sent out. Hopefully she'll be in attendance. She's a huge fan of midgets wearing overalls, so I'm assuming if she is that, she'll be there.
Boy.
If Julie Colbert's there, I will walk from New Orleans there, buddy.
The love of Don's the love of Don's life, of course, Julie Colbert. We've talked about her a lot on the show. Well, Joe, boy, anything else? How about the headlines lately? Where do you come down? First of all, do you know Ray Lewis? Have you had a chance to go to Baltimore and all this?
Yeah. Honestly, Clip, man, I've met Ray on several occasions, man. Most recently, you mentioned the headlines. The guys had a party after that Dallas game back in October where, he hurt his arm and everything. And he came up to me, at the party, and everybody's been making a big deal about this, a big deal about this deer antler spray. I've been doing this stuff for years, honestly, guys. We call it Bambi. It's not really that big a deal. I got into a lawn dart accident back in the 80s. Injured my tricep, oddly enough, and, my good buddy Al Dente put me on and said I'll be back in the game in no time. So I've been eating this stuff like candy for a long, long time. So, Ray comes up to me, he knows my story, and he's all like, oh, Jesus, oh, God, higher power, tricep this. And I'm like, come on, man, give me some Pop Rocks. I'll spray some Bambi on you. You'll be good to go in 2 weeks. The rest is history, man. Look, he's back in the game. He's in the Super Bowl. He's doing great.
Well, I'm sure Deadspin or somebody will pick this up. This is a pretty big news.
Probably so, man. But he does a pretty good job. I've been covering up for the last 30 years. I'm sure he can handle it. He's got a lot more resources than I do, Clip.
All right. So, are you just hooked on the thing? I mean, is it a drug? Does it actually help you? What does it do?
Actually, I used to take it for injuries, and it turns out if you put it on candy, it gets you high as a kite. So I've been taking it now, fully addicted, for the past 25 years.
All right. Joe Harbaugh joining us here from his parents' basement in Milwaukee. Don, you set up this interview. Anything else for Joe before we let him get out of here?
I hope to see you on Sunday, Joe. And you know my number. I don't get any service. That's why I'm on a hotel line right now. But just let me know if Julie's coming. I'll definitely make it.
Hey, listen, man, you've got my number. Check your email. You should be getting that e-bite anytime now, Donnie. Clip, if you want one, I'll get hooked up with Don, and we can get you guys one too, okay?
Well, yeah, and give out that address one more time for people just tuning in.
3438 Munson Avenue, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, liquor luges, kegs, the midgets, the bottle rockets. It's going to be a big time. Everyone's invited.
The Harbaugh Super Bowl party hosted by Joe. At Jackie and Jack's house. Joe, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thanks a lot, Clip.
All right.
Take care, Joe.
There's Joe.
Bye, Donnie.
There's Joe. There's Joe Harbaugh.